Welcome to Vedic Counsellor, where ancient Vedic wisdom meets modern scientific insight.
You know, we all think we know aloe vera, right? It's that spiky green plant, maybe it's even sitting on your windowsill right now. It's our go-to for sunburns, just a simple, friendly little houseplant. But what if I told you there's a whole secret life hiding inside those gel-filled leaves? I'm talking about a story that goes back thousands of years and connects this humble little plant to, well, the entire cosmos. See, in the ancient Vedic tradition of India, aloe vera is so much more than just a skin soother. It's seen as a sacred tool, a cosmic balancer, even a spiritual ally. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into right now, how this all works. All right, so let's start with the plant we're all familiar with, but we're going to look at it through a totally different lens. Okay, so first things first. In Sanskrit, aloe has this beautiful name, Rit Kumari, and that translates to young girl. Now, this isn't just some random name. It's a really deep symbol you find in ancient texts like the Charaka Samhita. It's all about this plant's incredible power to rejuvenate, to restore, and renew. It completely reframes it as a symbol of pure, youthful vitality. So you might be asking, okay, a symbol of vitality, but how does that connect to the cosmos? Like, how does a simple plant get linked up with the planets? Well, to get that, we have to step into the world of Vedic astrology, which is also known as Jyotish. In Jyotish, plants are called aushadhi, and this is key. They're not just, botanical things. They're seen as living remedies that vibrate with specific energies. The whole idea is that these plant vibrations can tune into and help balance out the planetary energies in your own personal birth chart. It's all about resonance. And aloe has some pretty powerful planetary friends. Let's break it down. You've got Venus, the planet of love and beauty. Aloe is said to help when there's relationship trouble. Then there's Mars, which is all about fire and energy. Aloe's cooling nature is seen as the perfect antidote for things like anger or inflammation. And finally, the moon, which governs our emotions. Here, aloe brings this really calm, soothing energy to the table. Okay, that's the theory. But how do people actually do this stuff? Let's get into the practical side of things, the how-to guide for these astrological remedies. We're going to focus on one of the biggest uses for aloe in Jyotish, strengthening Venus in an astrological chart. So, if Venus is considered weak or having a tough time, this is a very specific remedy people use to bring in more harmony and prosperity. And the instructions are super specific. You can't just wing it. First up, placement is key. The aloe pot has to go in the northeast corner of your house. Then there's the timing, which is absolutely crucial. You have to do this on a Friday, Venus's day, and during a specific Venus hora, or planetary hour. And finally, the ritual itself. You actually water the plant with milk while you chant a specific mantra. And this is the mantra they use. Om, Dram, Dream, Drum, Sa, Shukrayai Namaha. This is what's known as the Shukra Bij mantra. Think of it as a sonic frequency that's meant to invoke and amplify the energy of Venus, channeling that intention right into the plant. So what's the end game here? Well, by doing this ritual, the belief is that you directly strengthen Venus's influence in your chart. And that, in turn, is said to do things like attract prosperity, smooth out relationships, and just bring a better, more harmonious energy to your home. But it's not all about these super targeted astrological fixes. Aloe vera also has this much broader spiritual significance. It's not just a tool for one person's chart. It's considered a sacred plant, period. And it's really important to get the difference here. The astrological use we just talked about, that's like a prescription, right? It's for a very specific planetary issue. But the spiritual use is more holistic. It's about using the plant for general purification, for protection, and for inviting positive, divine energy into your space. So what do these more general spiritual practices actually look like? Let's take a peek. So just like the astrological remedy, there's a planting ritual here too, but the intention is different. This one is all about creating a sacred, protected vibe for everyone in the home. You'll notice the steps are kind of similar, but with some key changes. The placement is either east or northeast. The timing is often tied to big festivals like Navratri or Diwali, when spiritual energy is considered to be really high. And the ritual is a simple offering of water paired with a mantra for general blessings. And the mantra changes too. For this practice, you might hear Om Lakshmi Narayana Namah. This mantra honors the divine couple Lakshmi and Narayana, and it's all about invoking blessings for prosperity, well-being, and protection for the entire household. And the spiritual uses are incredibly varied. People place fresh leaves on altars as an offering during daily worship or puja. The gel gets added to spiritual baths, especially on a full moon, to cleanse the aura. Some even apply it to the third eye before meditating to help open up their intuition. It's really seen as this all-purpose spiritual cleanser. So, when you put it all together, what does this mean for that humble little plant on the windowsill? Well, it becomes something so much more, a potential green ally on your spiritual path. What we've really seen is how, in the Vedic tradition, aloe vera is totally transformed. It becomes this living, breathing bridge that connects our physical world, our homes, our skin, with the metaphysical world of planetary energies, divine blessings, and spiritual well-being.
And that just leaves you with a really fascinating thought, doesn't it? In our constant modern search for balance and for a connection to something deeper, maybe one of the oldest answers isn't somewhere out there in the cosmos. Maybe it's been quietly growing right here in our own homes all along.
If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel Vedic Counsellor. For personal astrology consultation, horoscope analysis, or Vastu consultation, you can contact us on WhatsApp 919219539215 or visit our website www.vediccounselor.com. Thank you for watching.